Hi, Doug Bird here for Douglas Tackle World for this week's Fishing Report with Stuart.
Hello everybody, how are you?
Good. So, what are we doing?
You
Stuart?
can't answer. So
Yeah, well,
yeah.
we're here for the 7th and 8th and 9th of January 2022, and we're going to talk about the Fish Report, what's been happening this week. Well, Stuart, what's been happening this week?
Well, this week we've got battered with massive swell, we've had wind, we've had rain, but things are looking up.
Yeah.
What's coming, Doug?
So what's coming
Weather-wise.
is Saturday. It is going to be a little bit rough. So 15 to 20 knots, dropping back to 15 knots in the afternoon. Swell around 2 metres, maybe 3 on the sets. So just be really careful on that low tide in the morning, Stuart.
Yeah, I'd be letting the sun come up. Don't try to be a hero and go out during the dark. I know it's best being the first boat out there, but unless you want to get out there. So wait until that sun comes up. Make sure it's safe so you can see people paddling across, see the wave in front of you, because it might be a bit lumpy on that last of the run out. And but apart from that, once you get past that, I think it should be alright.
Good advice. I don't want to be here. I just want to go fishing. But anyhow, so I'm going to say, Stuart, about 10 past 4. It's like a light enough to be able to see. And if you see those big mother waves at the background there standing up, you just wait till it gets a bit more daylight, and then you decide from there. And make sure you can see out past the first wave. That's might be some big ones at the back cracking. Definitely don't go up north. Stick in the middle of the seaway and slightly dogleg southeast as you get out a bit. But just be really careful. That run out tide, 1.5 metres, the swell period is really short. It's about 5 seconds. And they will be curling up and breaking on the top. Okay? Not trying to scare you, that's just the truth.
Well, that's exactly right. Yeah, you've got to be prepared.
Sunday?
Sunday looks heaps better.
Yeah, Sunday hits better, that's right. So swell dropped back to about 1 metre to 1.5. Wind 10 knots, northeast swinging east in the afternoon. And Monday morning looks really good till a southerly comes in around about, I think around 11 o'clock on midday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and it's about 5 to 10 knots in the morning. And the swell's about 1 metre to 1.4, I think.
Yeah.
So at this stage, if you've got a big boat and you know what you're doing, you may be able to go tomorrow. Otherwise, maybe go on Sunday, definitely. I think everyone will go on Sunday.
100%. At the end of the day, everyone's probably had 2 weeks off or 3 weeks off, and if this is your last weekend, you've got to make the most of it. You just got to do something, get out of the house, get the boat in the water and catch something.
So what are we going to do, Stu?
Trolling after all of this rough weather. No one's had the chance to smash anything, Doug, so it's like untouched. And it's going to be fished really well. So the cleaner water's pushed right in. I know we've had a lot of rain, so you're still going to have a dirty water line, but around that 50 metre line it should be pretty clean.
Yeah.
No one's been out to tell us, but that's the general gist of things.
That's right. We haven't had a report since Boxing Day, so we're all in the same boat, guys. Just we've got to go there. Someone's got to go and try it. But
Exactly.
I would definitely say from past many years of history, after this sort of thing goes past, the first few days of fishing here is extremely good. The water will start to warm up a bit again. I already think it's picked up a bit today. And I think the fish that were out on the 36s or further will be definitely in about 50 metres deep.
Yeah.
Which is the dollies and probably a little black marlin, maybe a sailfish or two. And I definitely would think the mackerel will be definitely on.
Yeah, 100%.
It's just for the guys going through Currumbin and Talabudra, well, I don't know if you'd be getting out this weekend with that low tide and big swell and it's all sanded up down there.
Yeah, you're probably better off going out the seaway and going down.
Probably, yeah. So be careful if you are going to go out, and we'll probably not go out from down there.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do it like a coastal bar anyway.
Yeah.
Seaway's alright, but
And the seaway's a bit rough, but it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But if you do get out, guys, we've got some new trolling lures, deep diving lures for Spanish. These are another strata lure which we've done in the past. They've been fantastic. We've got a whole new range of colours.
Yeah.
Got this purple bad boy here, which is purple and white. White's always a great texture. Fusilier colour, fantastic colour.
This
Stuart's
is
favourite.
my favourite.
Oh no.
Coral trout. I know there's no coral trout, well, very minimal coral trout down this end, but it's such a good lure, like such a good colour. Orange smacks it.
Right, that matches Stuart's board shorts. Okay. So
no, moving right along.
So definitely mackerel. I'll be chasing palmy, mermaid. Even at the front here, there'll be some Spanish out on the 18 fathoms and definitely probably around Diamond Reef. 24s, yeah. Gravel patch, yep. And down off Tweed. Just be careful that they'll probably do the odd waves still cracking on the 9 mile. And I would be venturing up, if you've got northeast blowing tomorrow, and Sunday morning maybe head up towards off Jumping Pin, Sully's, the Cotton Reefs, and down off sort of Corinne Cove with the little bubblers there, straight in front of that, in about 40 to 45 metres deep, just outside the green zone. There will be marlin there, pretty well guaranteed that one, and dolphinfish.
Yeah.
So give that a shot. If you're going to go to the fads, Fad 12 B and C, we'll definitely have dolphinfish. Northeast 36 will have it, and the 50,000 fads. If you got the gumption to go that far and hopefully the swells, the currents dropped off a bit, would be definitely there'll be big fish out there, and I would dare think there'll be a few marlin at Spot X area.
Yeah,
and
the fads are going to fish so well.
Yeah, that'll be very good in my view. Yeah.
Yep.
So snapper wise, look, always have to have a big blow and big swell. We have a great snapper fishery on the 18,000 reef and even closer for a few days. So if you're not into the trolling scene, you want to do a bit of bottom fishing, I'll be doing that just out in front of you.
Yeah.
And otherwise, if you've got a bigger boat and you want to get into the jigging scene and if the currents dropped off a bit, it may be worth a shoot up to the 50,000 northeast on Sunday or something and have a jig for kings. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. That's probably it for offshore at the moment because we haven't got any reports, but we'll give an update next week. We'll have a lot more reports. And next weekend, just for those who fish in the light tackle Garmin Game Masters competition with the Gold Coast Game Fishing Club, it looks really good weather, but it looked really good weather the other day too. It was terrible. So, but the forecast they're showing is 5 to 10 knots for both Saturday and Sunday next week. Light northerlies a bit east, northeast afternoon, east of northeast. And so the fishery by then should be really kicking in. So by the end of that weekend, we can tell you everything from A- to Z+ what's happening, okay?
Well, it'll be everything, because the Gold Coast Sport Fishing Club's got their all-species comp the same weekend.
Too. So if you
everyone with the smaller boat.
The smaller boat.
It's comp for everyone.
Yeah, that's right. You could fish both comps, maybe.
I don't know how that works, but
sure.
You might be able to.
Yeah, so Gold Coast Sport Fishing Club or the Gold Coast Game Fishing Club. If you want to check it out, go jump online, have a look at them.
That's it.
Okay, so that's probably it for offshore, Stuart. So what are we going to do next, mate? Jumping pin?
Jump in, seaway.
Yeah.
Either entrance.
Yeah, jumping pin, there's a heap of mud crabs.
Heaps of muddies. All that rain's pushed everything out. So I wouldn't be fishing up around, I wouldn't fish up around Jacobswell and all that type of area, or Cabbage Tree. I'd be fishing closer to the mouth. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, sort of, probably east of Russell.
Russell, Kobe, all that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Down to Pimpamar, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. So fish all of that area. Plenty of whiting up there, closer to the bar, like in the lagoons. Lots of whiting up there.
Yeah, so you got low tide in the morning, so that first the run in tide might be worth fishing on Kalinga or a Millionaire's Row for a flatty, or even a little deep corner there on end of Crusoe. And then once it starts to lift up, I'll be getting up in Gold Bank and chasing a few whiting and maybe big flatty. Yeah,
big flatty this time of year. Yeah, and the shallows up in that back gutter's always really good on Gold Bank. So throwing bigger hard bodies or little plastics have been going really good because there's been a lot of little bait in the water. So I brought up some of the new squidgy paddle prawn duck in my two favourite colours, but which I'm sure are yours as well. That's that estuary prawn and the sunrise, minus the tequila. But anyway. But it's really good colours. That one there, particularly in the dirty water around the sea, has been smacking.
Stewie's favourites?
Oh, I love bright colours. Very bright. Man, but anyway. And little vibes have been working really good as well. The little smarky Vibalicious in that white colour. It's been really good on the run-in tide around the seaway, chasing flatties and stuff. I got out there on Monday and fished in the horrible stuff. But the whole seaway was just white water, heaps of dart and heaps of little queenies, so it was a bit of good fun. Trevally around as well. Just on the spinning small metals, just like the little 5 to 10 gram size. And that's at 25, still the right profile. But heaps of fish there, and then I popped around the corner and got a few flatties, and then went home. I was home at 9 o'clock when that wind really kicked in. I
was actually out there as well. We're at the back of Wave Break and opposite Aqua Building chasing whiting. And I was in 1 metre water and had 40 metres of rope out so I could drift, and I was still drifting in 40 knots of wind. But we've got a few whiting and some big ones, like 38 centimetres was the biggest, I think, so it wasn't too bad. But it was hard going, but we were a bit desperado, so we got to get the fishing.
Yeah, that's it. We had to get a report, or try to
get something. But anyhow, so definitely this weekend on that rising tide in the morning, fish if I chase whiting, fish around Wave Break and those banks all the way from Lotus Creek to the Grand
Yeah.
and around those. As the tide gets up, get up on top of the banks there and fish a yabbies, no sinker, or a very small sinker, about a 000 or 0 size, and or go chase flatties, like Stewie said,
Yeah,
over the wall
go
there.
chase flatties.
The big tail there, there's a few
yeah.
snapper been caught in the
Yeah, that's
seaway,
right,
just
yeah.
jigging little plastics, sort of drifting from the pipe back to the North Wall, way to break the first of the running.
Yeah, and that rubbly stuff.
Yeah, which will be right, sort of 6 in the morning the next couple of days, so
Yeah.
give that a shot. There's still big tides, folks, and there's a lot of run the water, so you're better off fishing that first sort of couple of hours or the last hour, and then the first hour of the run out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up the river, whiting fishing up the ranks still been really good. So council chambers, run out tide, it's
Good
been
whiting.
quite good.
Yep.
Even though all are fresh, but they've been biting well.
Beach worms are
And,
fine up there, guys. You don't
yeah.
need to get bloodworms. Beach worms are fine.
Exactly right. And we've got cured ones in store, or if you're keen, you can go down and catch a couple yourself. And heaps of jacks in the rivers as well.
Yeah,
canals.
jacks will be good. They're in the seaway as well, obviously.
Yeah.
Your light baits fish around that north end of the seaway, but just be very careful of the swell.
Watch out for the rogue one.
Yeah, definitely. In the canals, as Stewie said, maybe around Runaway Bay, it's fairly clear at the front
Cleaner
canals there.
canals.
Clean canals. And crabs, heaps of muddies, anywhere from Coomba, not past the boundary line of Coomba Lakes, but this side of it. And then up, Pimpama's been really good, past sort of Diamond Head where the boat ramp is, go a bit up a bit further from there, up around Calypso Bay.
Yep.
And there's been a few big muddies actually all along the edge of Stratty too, on the inside of Stratty, sort of from Tipplers to Browns Inlet, all the way in that little deep channel that runs up along the inside, west side of Stratty. Give that a go as well. Overnight's the best. Sand crabs, I put my pots out for a couple of weeks because the tides are too big, they drift away. But it might be worth to go for sand crabs this weekend as well. Small tides. Okay, that's probably it for inshore, folks. Beach fishing, well, it's going to be a little bit rough still, I think, but maybe worth to go for whiting and dart along the beach.
Just in the close gutters.
Yeah, I haven't checked the beach out for the holes. I know there's a lot of sand got eroded away, so perhaps they're all filled in. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I need to have a look maybe tomorrow morning, but yeah. Otherwise, we'll go to freshwater.
Freshwater. So I fished around. I actually done a little bit of bass fishing during the week.
Did you?
Yeah, just wild stuff
Okay.
up around Coomera, Canungra area. But there's just too much tide. The tide was running out.
Yeah, right.
All the rain from the hills. It's just a bit dirty in the creeks at the moment, guys. But the dams have been fishing really well. Hins. Yeah. I've had some mates go out to Maroon. Maroon's fished pretty well lately.
Yeah, right. That's risen up a bit too, I think.
Yeah.
So is Woolgrove.
Yeah, they're all about 100%. Well, very close to us.
So yeah, Hins just put it at the western boat ramp and head up towards Ian's Island. All the timbers just prior to it are really good, or you can head left from the boat ramp and head around the old quarry on that point there. It's not too bad too.
Yeah, and in all this crud weather, they always go deeper. So things like the spinnerbaits have been working really well. 3/8 or half ounce, so quite deep. Let it sink down a little bit. Very slow wind back. Easy for the kids to use, as we always say.
Micro jigs.
Yeah, micro jigs for the guys that want to have a bit of a sound around and find a school. The small micro jigs are really good, and you can work them aggressively or just a slow hop. They work good, and then the little vibes as well. That's been smashing them. Had a customer in last week, and he's been smacking them on the little vibes. So a good hookup rate, heaps of points. So
how about the crabby style ones?
Crabbies as well. Crabbies more around the timber.
Yeah.
Like that's a little Gulf crabby. Really good for the broom and the canals too in all this wind. But yeah, just fish it on a relatively light head and just let it drift down the corner of the trees, and they'll eat it on the sink.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. Also, I think that's true.
No,
I think that's probably for the wrap
that's
up for
about it, yeah.
what we can tell you this week. Consider the weather's been pretty crappy. We've done not too bad. But we also had a competition for those who come to a seminar on mangrove jacks and on dolphin fish. That's correct. And we still haven't chose a winner yet because we've got a couple of close ones. And we will do that live tomorrow, and we will let you know when it's on. For those of you who entered it. And we'll give away those lure packs to both of you for the winners.
So just to touch on that, it's if the customers that come to the seminars, they go into the competition.
That's right.
So you got to come to the seminar and hopefully you smack them.
$1 lure pack.
Yeah.
For this, putting in the biggest fish.
Yeah.
And the other thing that's happening is our next seminar, which is on the
20 something.
20,
I think it's 27th.
26th.
Something like that.
Thursday night, end of the month.
Yeah.
We're doing catching marlin on live baits, which will be like fishing, say Spot-X and that sort of place there, how to do it and how we catch lots of fish doing that.
Yeah.
Yep. So that will be just prior to Australia. Actually, it's not the 26th, that's Australia.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
think it's actually the 20 something.
It's something.
Anyway, we'll get back to you.
We'll
We've still
come
got
back with
we've still got 2 weeks to go yet.
Yeah,
We'll let you know in the meantime. But anyway, it's on live baiting for marlin, okay? And it's a really good black marlin, really good seminar to come along to. And then the two after that we're going to do, probably 2 in a row, will be on mackerel fishing, spotted and Spanish mackerel.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know about those as well. It'll be on our Facebook page as we speak.
Exactly
Yep.
right.
And that's about it, Stu. I think
That's about it.
our biggest concern, folks, this weekend is just be safe, especially taking out your kids or mates that are pretty green to it. Just watch that seaway, watch your bars, your coastal bars, and understand the waves. Just stop and watch it for 10 minutes and just see what happens before you go out if you're a bit concerned. Okay? Yep. Okay, it's Stu, Dougie and the team here at Douglas Tackle World. Thank you. Be safe out there, and follow us on Facebook. Jump onto our YouTube, Douglas Fishing Channel, and you can see myself and Stewie and all the others fishing.
That's
And
it.
we'll teach you what to do.
Yep.
And you can also follow the segments in this report. So if you don't know about the Offshore Report, you can go straight to the freshwater if you want. We'll give you the time in this little report of when to click it on and get to it. And that's how it works. Okay, I think that's about it. So be safe out there. Thank you, Stuart. And thank you very much, and we'll catch you next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.